Hi everybody, Celia Faye Meisel here for another Facebook Live training presentation talk for you on the words that you're telling yourself as a coach or practitioner that are stopping you from getting phenomenal sales results. Now, today's live stream is a continuation from yesterday, so if you did not catch yesterday's live, make sure that you go back to Tuesday, whatever, November 25th, 24th, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not checking the days, but go back to Tuesday's live stream here on my public page, check it out, watch that replay, because that's really kind of setting the stage and setting the tone for what we're talking about today. Now, when you are wanting to up-level scale your practice, your coaching business, you're wanting to book out, get some new clients, sign some new clients, you're going to be doing a lot of outreach. You're going to be launching in some way. You're going to be doing some sort of marketing campaigns, all of that. And in order to do that, you want your energy to feel aligned. You want to feel good about what you're doing. You want to feel good about your program, your product, your service. And the thing is that when you're telling yourself stories that are unhelpful, that are unbeneficial to getting that result, it's going to affect your outcome. And so that's why oftentimes we hear so many times that people, they tried to launch, they tried to do email marketing, they tried to sell, they tried to do A, B, C, D, E, insert strategy. They tried it, but it just didn't work. And so they continue to tell themselves that over and over again. And maybe you've got that story going on in your mind right now. I tried this and it just didn't work for me. I tried that and it just didn't work for me. And so the more of those little stories that go on and on and on in your head, the more resistance and fear and separation begins to happen between your dream and your goal and actually achieving that outcome. Now, if you follow spiritual teachings, if you follow manifestation and things like that, you could also pick up some unhelpful stories and programs from those types of teachings because you don't always get the full picture and the full truth. These trainings and these videos for you for free because whether you're my client or not, your results and you booking out your practice and you getting your work out into the world is really important because you have a big heart. You're a heart-centered entrepreneur, you're soulful, you have a lot to offer the world, and I know that you're here to make a positive impact and to help others, but without selling and without getting the product and the service out there, you're not going to make that impact and get those results that you know you're here to get. Now you could say, well, yes, Celia, but I can't even give my service away for free. I can't even give it away for free. One of my teachers, one of my trainers, Jesse Elder, he always talks about the 4 levels of commitment that a prospective or a current client must have in order to get the results. And one of those commitments is a financial commitment. So saying, Celia, I can't even give my service away for free or nobody wants it for free, we're going to take free out of the equation because you can't make a living as doing things for free, okay? So we're just going to put that off to the side. Celia, I try and discount my things. I try and give really low prices and I still can't book out my services. Again, that's a commitment and an energy thing. So we're really looking here at higher ticket, higher level offers, premium offers, things that are priced in a way that the investment itself is going to deliver a transformation, okay? Because if it's something where it's like they can just get it from anywhere, they're not going to get that same result as when they're investing higher levels of dollar amounts into the program, okay? So with all that said, these stories, let's go back to that one about, Celia, I tried this, but it just doesn't work for me. Celia, I've done this, and it just doesn't work for me. That's a story in itself. I tried this and it just didn't work for me. So I want you to go back. If you're telling yourself that story, if you're using those words, it just doesn't work for me. I've tried it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Email marketing doesn't work. Webinars don't work. Sales don't work. This doesn't work. That doesn't work. Nothing works. Facebook group, nothing works for me. I want you to go back in your file bank of your memories and look back to your childhood childhood and look back to somebody who told you that when they tried something, it didn't work. They tried something and it didn't work. When in your lifetime has somebody, a person of influence, somebody important in your life, an adult that you respected, when did they tell you that they tried something and it didn't work? Because it was probably in relationship to not being entrepreneurs. So it might be, I've gone to the chiropractor and it just didn't work. I got a massage and it just didn't work. I tried this thing one time and it just didn't work. I used this product and it just didn't work. And so then there's this belief that comes on that maybe in this one instance, something quote unquote didn't work. And now globally, that is now put onto the issue as the reason that nothing is going to work. Okay? So anywhere in your life that people have shown you that things didn't work for them, how are you translating that into your own life and into your own business? Now, that's one example. What about nobody wants to buy my thing? Nobody wants to buy from me. There are so many other coaches out there. There are so many people who can do this. There are so many people. Nobody wants to hear from me. I don't want to bother them. So the list goes on, and I know it goes on in your head. I know how the laundry list of excuses and reasons going to work. All right? So we want to flip that script around. Now, one more I'm going to bring up because there's so many. One more, and this is one that I've dealt with recently, is my energy. My energy is just not there. So I had a belief, if you guys have been following my profile, you'll know that not too long ago, I just lost my mom. My mom just passed away 5 weeks ago. And I took off a week from coaching. I didn't meet with any clients, and I just really gave myself a lot of space to heal. But I was feeling really sad. I was feeling really, really, really sad and low. And I called up my best friend, who is also a coach, and we talked. She said, "Celia, is there anything I can do for you? Celia, is there anything I can do?" And I said, "Yes, I need a pep talk from you. I need your help. I need you to help me see that I'm not going to close my business. I'm not going to lose my business because I feel like crap right now." So at the beginning of this live stream, I talked about, if you're following spiritual teachings, if you're following manifestation, this is one trap that you can fall into, is the trap of feeling like, because I don't feel perfect, because I don't feel aligned 24/7, because I don't always feel like, Susie Sunshine, nobody's going to want to buy from me. Nobody's ever going to want to invest in my coaching. Nobody's ever going to want my service. It's just like, my business is going to fail and I'm going to shut down. I'm going to lose everything. Okay, it's just not true. Yes, your vibration is a part of you. Yes, how you feel is going to impact how you show up. So in those moments, you just don't do anything. You just take the time that you need and have faith and have trust that everything's going to be okay. So when I was in that state of, oh my gosh, like my business is going to succeed. Nobody's going to want to invest in my coaching, blah, 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 blah. I was perpetuating that story. And as a result, I wasn't doing any selling because I didn't feel like it. And I was telling myself all of these stories about why things weren't going to work for me. Now, I know better than that, and I know how to have faith and trust and process through. But here's the thing is, as a coach and a practitioner, you are in what I call a personality-driven business, where your personality, your showing up, your ability to create content, your ability to do videos, your ability to reach out to people is really the cornerstone and the pinnacle of the business. That's it, right? You don't have a sales team. You're just getting started. Some people will call you a soulpreneur or solopreneur, right? So when you're not in that state to reach out and do that work and do the selling, what has to happen is the words that you're telling yourself and the stories that you're telling yourself have to turn around in your favor. And so for me, in this situation, it looked like, you know what? I'm gonna make the most out of this experience. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna lift myself up. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna share my story. I'm not gonna hide out in the corner and pretend like everything's okay. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna write about it. I'm gonna express myself, and I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna be a even more, real version of myself. I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna allow this experience to shape me. And I have, and I continue to. And part of it is allowing that story and those words to turn around to something in your favor. So I love this business. I love this business more than anything, more than most things in this world. I love this business so much. I love my clients. And so in that time when I was taking some quiet time and I didn't feel like putting my face out there and selling and all of that stuff, do you know what I did? I took really good care of my clients. All of my clients can tell you that they have messages. We message all throughout the week. I have my face in their Google documents. I'm working with my assistant, who I think's on this live stream, and we're making sure that they have their recordings. We're making sure that their Google Docs are updated. We're making sure they have all the messages, that their stuff is in my calendar. So I'm making sure that I'm taking care of the work that I do have, right? And I'm taking care of my clients. And at the same time, I'm healing and I'm taking the time that I need for myself and remembering and realizing and shaping the words of, I love what I do. This business means so much to me. And as a result, I am able to have phenomenal sales results. So when you are doing this business, your life is always going to come up. There's always going to be things, whether it's the planets, it's the weather, it's your sensitivity and your empathy to people across the world. You turned on the news for 5 minutes and something triggered you. You got into an argument with somebody close to you, grief, loss, all of those things. They're always going to come up, right? But as long as you're living and as long as you're able and functioning here in the third dimension, you can always change that story that you're telling yourself to work in your favor. Look, I love this. I want to show up. I want to be there for my clients. I want to be there for my audience. I want to deliver amazing trainings. I want to deliver transformational results. I am here to be a transformer. I'm here to be a change maker. And you know what? Z didn't work for me, but things are different now. Things are different now. I'm a different person now, and I'm going to show up and I'm going to try that again because, I feel like maybe email marketing is right for me, or I feel like having a Facebook group is right for me, or I feel like doing a webinar is right for me, or doing a Facebook Live, or all of those things. So at any given moment, you can change the story immediately to something that works in your favor. And it's not something that you have to wait for. It's not something that takes a lot of time. It's instant. It's in the moment of, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to change this story. I'm going to turn it around, and things are working in my favor. I know that I am here to be a change maker. I am here to make a difference. And I'm literally telling you right now what the dialogue will sound like in your head. This is how I will talk to myself. I'm so excited. Another example right now is that in my own life is that I'm the executor of my mom's estate right now. And so I'm handling all of the family bills on top of my own business. I'm monitoring the family bills, helping to get things changed over, to get money moved around and things like that. And in that moment, I feel some resistance within that in my own life. Oh man, this is going to take so much time. I'm not going to be able to do my business. Oh, this is costing me, blah, blah, blah. And so I caught myself telling myself words that weren't beneficial. And so I changed it around to, you know what? I am so glad that I get to help my family. It means so much to me, and I know that this is what my mom would want. I know that this is what she would want. She would want me to be taking care of these things, and she would want me to be helping my dad, and she would want me to do, X, Y, and Z. And so in just an instant, I changed the story. I changed the words I'm telling myself, and everything turns around, and suddenly I feel amazing. Okay, just that quickly. And that's how fast it can happen. So guys, if you find yourself getting into these funks for days and days and days and days, or you haven't sold a single product in weeks and weeks and weeks, sometimes I hear from coaches that they haven't made a sale in, forever, or they haven't done this or they haven't done that. Like, what is that story that you're telling yourself? What is that immediate story? What are those immediate words that you're telling yourself right now that if you could just change that, if you could just rewrite it right now, how would that change the rest of your year? Because guys, you still have a whole month. We haven't even hit December yet. So you still have an entire month to get to the income level that you want, to get to your sales goal that you want to get. You still have that. And so what is that story that you need to tell inside of in your own head, and how can you immediately change it and immediately take action to get a different story? One more, and we'll leave it at that. I was in a Facebook group this morning, and a woman wrote a post in a group, and she said, I never have any time. I give all my time away. I'm always giving to other people. I'm never tending to myself. I'm never tending to my business. Well, that's the story. I never have any time for myself. So flipping it around, I have all the time that I need. There's more than enough time. If I don't want to do something, if I don't feel like something is going to help my business, I'm going to say no. I'm going to set boundaries, and I'm going to say no, and I'm going to empower myself to work on the business, because this in business is important to me. So maybe you have that going on with your kids or your family. You're a busy mom, you're a busy parent. You don't feel like you have the time to put into the business. How can you change the words that you're telling yourself so that suddenly you free up an hour or two in your day because you've changed the inner dialogue? Suddenly you have an extra 20 hours a month, or 5 hours a week, or 4 hours a week, or however many. How can you change that dialogue immediately to get those new and different results? Now, because I don't know you, I don't know your situation, I'm giving very general examples. If you are in a place that you are ready to have some mentorship and have some guidance to create phenomenal sales results in your business, to either book out your one-to-one client practice to get your business off the ground with a strong brand that's going to grow with you, with a package and a program that converts, that you can make a living off of, or you want to launch your group program, you want to scale and you want to go big, and you want to do it really simply and easily without a lot of Facebook ads, without sales funnels, just using your personality, using your energy, definitely reach out to me, because these are what I call my beginner, intermediate, and advanced tracks of coaching. And I'm here to support you. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to help you get those phenomenal sales results in your own business. And I can only help you personally if you reach out to me and you let me know where you are, your current circumstance, your current situation, how much you're making per month, how much you'd like to make. And from there, we can look and see if or how my services may be of service to you. Okay? So until next time, I will see you very soon. This is Celia Faye Meisel. Change your thinking, change your life. All right. Bye-bye.